Coming up on this edition of Access Virginia Beach, high school graduations take center stage. Find out how much these grads pocketed in scholarships. And Vice President Joe Biden makes a special appearance during the ceremonies. We'll bring you the details. Plus, the Boardwalk comes alive for the annual Boardwalk Art Show and Festival. That and more are coming up as we access Virginia Beach. Hello and welcome to VBTV's Access Virginia Beach, a program that informs you of news and events from around our city and schools. I'm Veronica Coleman. Thanks for joining us. If you were down at the oceanfront recently and saw a sea of caps and gowns, you weren't seeing things. Thousands of parents and students from around the city made their way to the resort area to celebrate a very important milestone. The stately sounds of pomp and circumstance echoed across the Virginia Beach Convention Center as the venue played host to high school graduations.
Jack McKinley Messick.
This year, nearly 5,000 graduates walked across the stage as parents and relatives cheered on. And of course, VBTV was there to cover the turning of the tassels. Graduations will be replayed on VBTV beginning on June 25th. A different school will air each day at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. on cable channel 46 for Cox and Verizon customers. You can also watch a streamed version of the graduations online at vbschools.com. Those wishing to order a DVD copy of the ceremony can do so by going online to vbgov.com/vbtv or sending a check to the address listed on your screen. The deadline for orders is July 31st. Videos will be mailed August 13th through the 24th. As one door closed, another one opened, as many of these graduates began gearing up for their college education. And thanks to the record amount of scholarships, these grads will have a little extra help with their college tuition. The class of 2012 has been awarded the highest amount of scholarship money ever. More than $32 million in scholarships has been awarded to graduating seniors. That's a record-breaking amount. The scholarships were for both in-state and out-of-state institutions, and students from all 11 comprehensive high schools were represented in the amount. And another first for the class of 2012, the Vice President of the United States delivered a commencement address during one of the ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the 47th Vice President of the United States.
Tallwood High was the lucky school as Vice President Joe Biden delivered his address before a sea of purple-colored caps and gowns. The Vice President thanked the area's military families, spoke of the greatness of America and the potential of today's teenagers.
Class of 2012, you're going to live through a period of the most remarkable and rapid technological, scientific, and medical breakthroughs in the history of mankind. And we, you, are going to lead those changes from the United States of America.
More than 460 seniors graduated from Tallwood High School as a crowd of friends and family cheered them on. You can watch the Vice President's address at vbschools.com/students/graduation. All graduation ceremonies will be available for online replay through June the 30th. They are more than 900 strong, and last year alone, they responded to close to 40,000 calls. We're talking about Virginia Beach's volunteer emergency medical services. Now, if you've ever wondered what it's like to be a part of the EMS volunteer team, then look no further. Access reporter Robert Patterson shows us what it takes to get the job done.
When it comes to medical emergencies, the motivated and highly trained volunteer crews of EMS will be at your service.
Our system is unique in the way that it is a volunteer system because all the cities surrounding our area are jointly with fire and EMS. EMS in Virginia Beach has remained all volunteer throughout the years.
We respond to medical emergencies, traumas. We have one or two crews on day and night, 24/7, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Virginia Beach is well known for having the largest volunteer rescue squad in the country.
All right, I'm going to check his pupils.
They're always looking for new volunteers, and it's not as difficult as you might think.
It is free for them to come out and take a comprehensive Commonwealth of Virginia EMT program. They learn how to evaluate patients. They learn how to stop bleeding, help do CPR on somebody, manage the patient as far as different wounds and injuries. If the patient is sick, how to take care of them depending on their injury or illness.
So do we know if this patient's allergic to anything?
There should be a med bracelet or a med tag somewhere on this patient.
And no medical background is needed. After about 5 months of classes, mock scenarios, and thorough training, volunteers hit the streets learning the ropes from other experienced volunteers.
Once they graduate from the program, following state testing, then they go out to the field at the rescue squad where they are trainees until released as an attendant in charge.
There are 10 volunteer stations located around the city, but they support much more than just ambulances.
They also can join our bike team, our marine rescue team, our squad truck team, our search and rescue team, and become involved that way in the community to assist.
Whether it's a way to get involved with the community or maybe a chance to break into the medical field, most volunteers find their efforts very rewarding.
It makes you feel good that you can give back to people that are in need, that are injured or are truly in an emergency. People who call 911 for various reasons, and you're there to help them. And it's definitely neat to see them being appreciative and saying thank you when you take them to the hospital.
To qualify, you must have a high school diploma or GED, have a good driver's license, and of course the desire to give back to the community. After completion of all required training, EMS volunteers commit to 48 hours a month. All types of people with all kinds of backgrounds and skills make up the volunteer rescue squads of Virginia Beach. If you're interested in volunteering, log on to vbems.com or call 385-2911. Reporting for VBTV, I'm Robert Patterson.
The EMS Training Center holds several EMT classes each year. Typically, they are held in the evenings and include a couple of Saturday workshops. Log on to vbems.com for detailed information. The popular Boardwalk Art Show and Festival was back in town and transformed more than a dozen blocks at the oceanfront into a sea of art. The Virginia Beach Boardwalk came alive as miles and miles of bright colors filled the resort city during the 4-day festival. Many visitors, like Sherry, stocked up on some beautiful pieces of art.
This is just one of several things I've purchased in the last block. I've really been having a great time here today.
The popular festival celebrated its 57th year and is produced by the Virginia Museum of Contemporary Art. It attracts artists from across the country and even from around the world. Many artists return year after year, like Carlton Abbott. He has been showcasing his works here for 50 years in a row.
In the early years, there was, art on both sides of the boardwalk. There was nobody had a tent. It was just all chicken wire put up, and there was chicken wire up on the rail, and that's where you put your stuff. And if storm came up, that was tough.
Carlton is one of more than 280 artists here displaying their talents on the boardwalk between 20th and 32nd Streets. The festival offers a little bit of everything for everyone.
Every medium is represented, and we've done a really good job, I think, of balancing the number of artists in each medium, everything from jewelry to painting. We have a lot of glass in the art show this year, which shows really well against the ocean backdrop. So price ranges for all buyers.
Touted as one of the oldest and best outdoor fine art festivals on the eastern seaboard, the Boardwalk Art Show draws close to 200,000 visitors to the oceanfront each year.
It's the best show in town. It's one of the things we look forward to here. It's an annual outing.
The event also included upscale food vendors and a beer and wine garden. All the proceeds raised from the art show go to help fund the Virginia Museum of Contemporary Art. Coming up next on this edition of Access Virginia Beach. No, it's not prom or a wedding, but these girls are definitely dressed for it, and their dates aren't too shabby either. We'll tell you what the excitement is all about. Plus, we'll give you an inside look at the Virginia Beach Mounted Patrol Unit. Don't go anywhere. We'll have that and more when we return.
Are back.
Virginia Beach Schools Parent Connection is your one-stop resource for information and events which support families and promote student success. Parents, your child may be eligible for Camp Kindergarten, a free program designed to reinforce kindergarten readiness skills being held Mondays and Wednesdays beginning July 2nd at the South Rosemont Youth Library. The 2 one-hour sessions each week will cater to students who will attend kindergarten this fall at Green Run, Holland, Lynn Haven, Parkway, Rosemont, or White Oaks Elementary Schools in Virginia Beach. Sessions will run from 9:30 to 10:45 a.m. and again from 11 to 12:15 p.m. Registration is required, so please call 757-385-2650. Parents looking for an educational, exploratory, experimental activity that is loads of fun this summer for your scientifically minded child? Go mad about science. A one-day summer camp for rising 7th, 8th, and 9th graders is being held Saturday, July 21st from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. This camp will give your mad scientist an opportunity to participate in hands-on activities and have a chance to put real scientific theories to the Mad Scientist test. Sponsored by Opportunity, Inc., a VBCPS partner in education. Call 757-233-8686 for more information and to register. To learn more about these activities or to see a complete calendar of July events, visit the Parent Connection page of bbschools.com.
Welcome back to Access Virginia Beach. I'm Veronica Coleman. Our city is known for its sand, sun, and surf. But did you know that during the summer months, it's also home to hundreds of bottlenose dolphins? Access reporter Stephanie Sutton takes us on a cruise that brings us up close and personal with these magnificent marine mammals.
Well, this is the Virginia Aquarium moving towards Dolphin Watch. We take people out and try to educate them about the dolphins out in the wild.
It takes about 1/20th of a second for them to be able to take a breath.
It's that time of year again, dolphin watching season. Catch an up-close encounter with Atlantic bottlenose dolphins in their natural habitat.
A lot of people don't have the opportunity to be able to see these animals, so we tell them about their habits, what they feed on, the size that they get, why they're in this area during this time of year, and different items about just the general behavior of the bottlenose dolphin.
The Virginia Aquarium hosts the 90-minute coastal adventure, which is fun and educational for children and adults.
I hope that they learn a little bit more about the marine environment and some of the fun things about the dolphins and some of the maybe the sadder things about the dolphins so that they can help make the marine life a little happier.
These guys are common visitors to Virginia Beach, but the best time to spot them is during the summer months.
We don't anticipate dolphins here year-round. Normally we see them from about May through October. However, the past few years we have had a few show up on our whale watch trips.
They also get one set of teeth.
Volunteers from the aquarium are also on board, giving various demonstrations. But the best part? The dolphin sightings, of course.
It was awesome. This is my second time on it, and it was amazing. Tons of dolphins.
Sound like fun? Well, you can purchase tickets here at the Virginia Beach Fishing Center, at the aquarium, or by calling 385-0317. Reporting for VBTV, I'm Stephanie Sutton.
The trips are running now through the month of October and leave from the Virginia Beach Fishing Center at Rudy Inlet. For times and ticket prices, log on to virginiaaquarium.com. In the mid-1980s, the Virginia Beach Police Department first began their Mounted Patrol Division. Now, more than 20 years later, the unit continues to protect and serve residents year-round. Here to tell us more about the division is Access reporter Jim Silver.
Located right off of Indian River Road, next to the only traffic light in Pungo,
sits a large facility that is home to the Virginia Beach Police Department's Mounted Patrol Division.
Wedge formation! Ho!
What began as a small division of only 6 officers back in 1985 is now a growing unit that is crucial for protecting large crowds.
We need it. We need it with the amount of crowds or the people that we get, especially in tourist season, at the oceanfront. When you have that many people in that small of a confinement, a well-trained mounted officer is as useful as 15 or 20 officers on foot. It's safer for the public, it's safer for the officers. It makes the public feel safe because they can see us in a crowd.
We pretty much do everything a police officer in a police car or a bicycle does. Just we have different mode of transportation. We have it on a horse. We could do traffic stops, we could answer calls for service, we could assist people for help.
More than 10 officers and over a dozen horses call these barns home. But it took a lot of hard work and training to earn their badges.
For any specialty unit within the police department, such as SWAT or K-9 or anything like that, you have to be a regular officer, a patrol officer, for at least 3 years. And then an opening or several openings have to come up within that unit.
Trooper! Left flank!
We conduct the riding academies here in-house. We instruct our own officers. And it's usually between 10 and 12 weeks. And they pretty much ride every day.
Mounted patrol officers are also responsible for helping take care of their assigned horse.
Our shift entails coming here to the barn. We take care of the horses. We clean, muck out the stalls, make sure that they have fresh water and hay for the end of the night. And we basically tack up and then we go and change ourselves and get ready for patrol on the street.
During the summer months, we typically work the ocean front because during tourist season, there's a lot of people down there. We're a year-round unit, so once the tourist season's over, we move on to a high school, do high school football games, shopping centers during holiday hours. Pretty much, there's always something going on in the city. It's a big city, so there's always a need for the horses somewhere.
The unit is also a great public relations tool, helping break down barriers between the public and the police.
In order to become a mounted patrol officer, you must be with the police department for at least 3 years. For more information, log on to vbgov.com/police. Citizens and members of the police department gathered recently at the Law Enforcement Training Academy for a Public Service Awards ceremony.
It's truly an honor and privilege to be here with you this afternoon. Each year we come together to publicly recognize and reward individuals, both uniformed and civilian, for extraordinary acts of heroism.
And these acts of courage didn't go unnoticed. The ceremony honors individuals who place themselves in risky situations in an attempt to help those in need.
Each honoree is a true hero of our community, and each honoree's actions help keep us and our families safe and secure.
Officer Butler arrested 114 drunk drivers in 2011. The second highest number of all DUI arrests in Virginia Beach.
Special commendations and life-saving awards were presented to a record 41 police officers. Chief Severa spoke proudly on behalf of his staff and the public's actions.
If not me, then who? If not now, then when? And if not here, then where? And the folks that you are going to meet today will be honored because they chose themselves to do it now and to do it here.
Vicki Williams, a 33-year member of the force, was recognized as the Civilian Employee of the Year. You can watch the award ceremony in its entirety right here on BBTV. Log on to bbgov.com/BBTV for airtimes. Custodians. They keep our schools clean so that students can concentrate on what's most important, learning. But oftentimes, their hard work goes unnoticed. So the school division held a special day to honor the more than 700 employees who keep beach schools sparkling.
I just want to say to many of you just a big thank you.
Staff from the school division packed the auditorium at Lansdowne High School to celebrate the 13th annual Custodial Appreciation Day.
Our students score well in Virginia Beach,
One of the great reasons is the quality of the facilities that they come to school, they get off the bus and they walk in there, they feel good about that place.
The annual event shows the division's appreciation of their service and recognizes schools that go above and beyond the call of duty.
The next school I'd like to call up is Indian Lakes Elementary.
65 schools were recognized for their gold standards in cleaning, but it's more than just sprucing up classrooms. Many of these custodians are helping make students' days a little easier.
They enjoy a clean environment, and they know what you do, whether you know it or not. So yeah, I think we make a difference, very much so.
It makes them feel like they're really important, as well as the students and the teachers. They're part of the schools too.
The event was sponsored by the Department of Administrative Support Services. Festivities also included lunch for everyone. The high schools weren't the only one conducting graduations in the city this month. Birdneck Elementary graduated 48 young ladies through their Girls of Destiny program. In the school's first year with the program, staff set out to teach these fifth grade girls proper etiquette.
We've learned the 7 categories of dress, how to dine properly, how to hold your knife and fork, and how to walk, how to sit down properly.
What we've learned is how to do dress codes, and there's continental business, there's semi-formal, informal, and formal.
And to help celebrate the program's success, the school held an elegant graduation brunch.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present to you the very first Young Lady of Destiny.
These beautiful young ladies were escorted to brunch by members of the military, police officers, and First Colonial High School Navy's ROTC Academy.
It was exciting. We got flowers, and we got walked in, and we get to have this great lunch, brunch that Miss Reed and Miss Bianchi set up, so it's really special.
The Girls of Destiny program helps build confidence and respect. Assistant Principal Beth Bianchi says they don't need to earn respect, but they need to demand it and expect it.
This can be their destiny. Whatever they want to do, they can do. Whatever they want to achieve, they can achieve it. And they just have to believe it and try as hard as they can, do everything they can to be the best in school, treat each other fairly, and expect respect for themselves.
The fifth grade girls met once every 2 weeks during their PE periods. The program was set up to teach the preteens about manners and to give them role models they could look up to. Many of the students were eager to learn.
I wanted to learn more about being manners and having more manners to do in my family and when I go to a party.
The school is looking forward to hosting the program again next year, while these lovely ladies are looking forward to their next opportunity to test their skills.
I had a lot of fun because I was able to learn different continental stuff, and I can take it home to my family.
Dozens of tall ships lined up for the parade of sail on the Chesapeake Bay last week. Touring Hampton Roads waters from the Lynnhaven Inlet to Norfolk's Town Point Park, several of the boats came from as far away as Spain and Italy. Sightseers lined the beach to view all of these historic ships in the same place at one time. Many recreational boaters also came out to join them. The ships gathered as a kickoff to Norfolk's Harbor Fest celebration and in memory of the 200th anniversary of the War of 1812. And with that, we've come to the end of our show. But if you've missed something or would like to see it again, you can view this program online. Log on to vbgov.com/media. Then under the All Categories button, find and click on Access Virginia Beach. For everyone here at VBTV, I'm Veronica Coleman. Thanks for watching.